I like to see my victims. I don't like it when there's this black gaping maw in front of me. When the King of Ireland's son Art went searching for the source of the voice, you know the voice I mean?
No.
No? No. That voice that had drifted across the kingdom of a woman singing, "Ah, ah." And the King of Ireland's son had been searching for it across the land until he came to a small hole in the ground, and he put his ear to the hole, and what did he hear? The voice. I thought you were going to do it for me. Oh, thank you. Exactly. And he listened, and he knew the voice must be coming from down the hole. And so he squeezed himself down the hole and found himself in Stygian gloom. He felt his way along a tunnel, walking in the dark, his eyes gradually becoming accustomed to the dark, and he could see that it was a long tunnel with a low roof, and there were mossy, clammy walls, and a face. An old man who said, "Why are you here in the tunnel?" And Art said, "I'm searching for the source of the voice." And the old man said, "What voice?" And there was oh, that voice, yeah. "Well, you must have walked a long way, but why don't you rest with me tonight, and then you can carry on your journey in the morning." So the young man rested with the old man. And the old man fed the young man. Now in the traditional version of this story, the story goes through traditional Irish foods, but we're in Mile End. This is a cosmopolitan area. So what food did he have? Curry. Can we be a little more specific than curry? Curries are huge. So what?
Brinjal.
Sorry?
Brinjal.
Brinjal. So he had brinjal. What did he have to drink?
Coke.
Coke. Okay. I did say cosmopolitan, but Coke. Okay. So he had a delicious brinjal, not too hot, not too flaccid, just right, with a lovely cold glass of Coke. And then he slept the sleep of the just. And he was woken up in the morning by a sound. And what sound was he woken up by? That's right, yeah, Martin's managing it higher than you did, but that's okay. So, the old man sent him on his way and said, "On you go, my boy, find the source of the voice and say hello to my father when you see him." So, off he went down the tunnel. A little further down the tunnel, feeling his way, until he felt, oh, hello. There wasn't an old man, there was an old man. For it was the old man's father who said, "Where have you come from, my boy?" And the young man, Prince Art, told him that he had come in search of the voice. We all know the voice and the voice he's looking for. And that he had stayed with the old man's son. And so the old man said, "Then tonight you must stay with me. Come in, my boy, and share my supper." And so that night he ate well. He dined on
Falafel.
It was vegetarian night in the old man's hut. They had falafel, and to drink he had beer. A little more specific? Sorry, I'm glad you're joining in, but I do like a little bit of, a little bit of detail here. Sorry?
Abbot Ale.
Abbot Ale. Abbot Ale. A well-known accompaniment to falafel. So, he had a delicious meal of falafel and Abbot Ale, and then he slept the sleep of the just. And in the morning he was woken up by what sound? And the old man said, "Off you go, my boy, find the source of the voice, and on your way, say hello to my father." And so, Young Prince Art set off and he felt his way along the tunnel until he came to, hello, the nose, there's a chin, there's a... It wasn't an old man, it wasn't an old man, it was a... Old. You're getting there. An old man who said, "You, I am guessing, have come from my son and my grandson, and you are searching for the voice that goes, ah!" And young Prince Art said he was. So the old man invited him in and gave him food to eat, and that night Art dined well on...
Burgers.
Sorry?
Burgers.
Burgers. You weren't here for the bit about sophistication. You were late. That's okay. A burger. Okay, a burger, and to have to drink, he had
Chateau Lafite.
Chateau Lafite with a burger. And he had never had anything so delicious in his life, and he slept the sleep of the just, and the next morning he was woken up by... And the old man said, then you must go in search of the voice, but beware. At the end of this tunnel there's a castle, and in the castle there is a giant, and the giant will peel the skin from your body and boil your bones. Have a nice journey. And to help you on your way here, have my horse. Luckily, at this point, the tunnel's ceiling went a bit higher. So he climbed onto the horse and he started riding down towards the end of the tunnel. And as he was going, there was a sound that was getting louder. Thank you. Oh, I'll do it then. Oh. And he came out from the tunnel into an opening, and there was a giant's castle. And he knocked on the door. And he heard a voice say, "Fee, fi!" Irishman, if you'd been here on time, you'd have known that. An Irishman. And the door opened. And there was the giant. And Art said, "Hello, I've come in search of the source of the voice that goes, ah." And the giant said, "You've come to the right place. For the source of the voice is the Princess of Greece, and she is here, captive in my castle, and you may take her if you wish." Oh, that's good. Makes for quite a short story, but it's good. But the giant said, "If you can beat me at... What kind of challenge would a giant offer?" Sorry? Chess. Does he seem your intellectual type?
Arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling. Guaranteed win, I'd say. Any others? This side? Be very quiet on this side. Sorry?
Ping pong. Ping pong.
Ping pong. Or whiff waff. No, hide and seek. The giant said, "I will hide, and if you find me, I will hide again the next day, and if you find me, I will hide again the next day, and if you find me, you will hide, and if I find you, then I will peel your skin and boil your bones. Then the next day you will hide if I don't find you, and the next day you will hide if I don't find you, and if I don't find you, you win the Princess of Greece's hand. But if I do, I'll peel your skin and boil your bones." So Art went back to the horse and said to the horse, and leant on the horse and said, "Oh boy, what am I going to do? This giant's going to hide. I don't know what to do." And the horse said, as horses do, "Don't worry. Let's go back and have something to eat." So they went back to the mouth of the tunnel, and the horse said, "Feel in my ear." So he felt in one ear and pulled up some food, which was chicken wings. Chicken wings. And the other ear, to drink,
That's right.
You know the bit I said about the cosmopolitan nature of this area? I'm rapidly losing my confidence in it. Right, so they enjoyed their delicious meal of chicken wings and Sprite. And then in the morning, Art woke up and remembered that he had to play a game of hide and seek with the giant. The horse whispered in his ear. I'm not going to tell you, otherwise it'd spoil the story. So, Art went off to the castle, and as he got closer to the castle, what noise got louder? And he went into the garden. And there were beautiful, great trees, fine oaks, sycamores, and little rose bushes running along a path. So where's the giant hiding? Behind a rose bush?
No.
Is that likely? No. Inside a rose bush. So Art shook a rose bush, and the giant went out of the rose bush. Ah!
You've got 2 more chances,
said the giant. So Art went back to the horse. They had dinner.
Steak.
Thank you.
Chianti.
Sorry?
Chianti.
Chianti, okay. They ate, slept in the morning. Art said, I've got a place, hide and seek with the giant. The horse went. So Art went back into the garden. Went up to a rose bush, ignored it. Went up to another rose bush, ignored it. Then noticed in the middle of the path a great leather football. So he took a run back, and then he ran and he kicked the ball, which split as he kicked it, and out from inside the football came the...
You got 1 more chance.
So, Art went back to the horse, like,
Jambalaya.
jambalaya. That's good, isn't it?
Pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice, oh yeah. And then they slept in the morning, woke up. Oh, Art goes back. Oh, we forgot, the voice gets louder, doing what? Yeah. And he goes into the castle. What a magnificent castle it is, great tapestries hanging, fine furniture, quite strong because he's a giant. He walks up the stairs, and as he's walking up the stairs, the voice is getting louder. Until he comes to a door where the voice is really loud. And he opens the door and goes inside, and there, sitting at the window sewing, is the Princess of Greece. And she sees him and she goes, shh. And Art says, and she goes. On her finger is a ring with a single ruby in it. So Art gently removes the ring from her finger and throws it into the fireplace. And what happens? The giant jumps out with a burning bum, because if I was doing this for children, they'd love that bit, shouting and screaming, ah!
Oh, 3 times you've caught me. Well, now it's my turn. You've got to hide from me. And believe me when I tell you I am very experienced at this game.
So Art went back to the horse that night, and he lay down with his head against the horse after having had a meal of...
Frog's legs.
And...
Burgundy.
Oh, there's a little theme here, isn't there? And in the morning he woke up and he said, well, where am I going to hide from the giant? And the horse said, ah. There you go. There's only one of them though. Remove one of the hairs from my tail. Okay, so Art goes to the rear of the horse and removes a hair. And the horse, ah. He said, now climb in the hole it has left and pull in the hair behind you. So he climbs in the hole that the hare has left and pulls in the hair of the horse's tail behind him. And there he waits. And soon he hears a voice saying, Fee, fi!
Foo, fum, I smell the blood of an Irishman.
And he hears the giant thumping around at the mouth of the tunnel, looking around the garden, turning everything upside down. And the giant in the end says, I give up! And Art comes out. Didn't find me then.
2 more chances.
That night, Art goes to sleep, nice full tummy, having eaten
Tandoori chicken
tandoori chicken, back to the curry,
and cobra, yeah.
and a cobra beer. Nice theme going on here, very good. And in the morning he wakes up, oh, I've got to hide from the giant. Oh no, we're not whispering now, are we? We're telling you. Okay, forget the whispering. He said, the horse says, remove one of the nails from my hoof, and then climb up inside the hole and pull the nail behind you. So, that's what he does. Removes the nail, comes up inside, pulls the nail behind him. Giant comes, fee-fi.
Go from, I smell the blood of an Irishman.
And of course he can't find Art, and he gets really angry, and he admits that there's one more chance. Art's got one more, but he's going to find him and he's going to kill him, and when he kills him he's going to do it slowly by doing what?
Eating his boiling his bones.
So, Art sleeps well, having eaten
Lamb shank.
lamb shank. I'm with you on the lamb shank.
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic. Which gin? Beefeater. Oh, you see, you were ready. I'm very, very good. Yes. Beefeater. Not Tanqueray? No. Hendrix. Oh, okay. So he slept well that night, particularly after quite a lot of gin and tonic. And in the morning he woke up and the horse said, remove one of my teeth. Okay. And then he climbs in the hole, the tooth's left behind him, pulls the tooth in. Can the giant find him?
No.
And so the giant has lost. And the giant goes into his castle and sits beneath the stairs and curls up and cries to himself at the loss of the princess. But we don't care. Because Art goes up to the princess. He goes all the way through the castle to the room where he finds her still sewing. And she goes, shh, and he goes, no need. And he reaches out his hand, and she takes his hand, and he looks into her eyes, and she looks into his eyes, and they fall in love. And they both live happily ever. And that is the story of the son of the King of Ireland, and that is how you and I have told it.
Thank you.